Okay, so again, you know, today we're dealing with discrimination. I know in uh, my week for assignment for UMA. Well, a lot of people can discriminate two ways, right? Like my problem was not to put down gay people, but I was trying to date women and people were labeling me as being gay anyway. Maybe it's because I look a little feminine to them. I don't know. But even then, that's not right for them to do so, right? That's discrimination, right? Because I look, in their mind, a little womanly, right? Now, uh, on the other hand, a gay man can be muscle bound and look like he's not gay. And you would think he's heterosexual, which would bother him, right? You know what I mean, right? At the same time, too, right? But I'm not trying to label people like, say, I'm a Christian, but I don't have a problem with homosexual marriage. That's performed at the courthouse. And you don't go to a church to get legally married, except maybe in Europe. But in America, the court house is where you get legally married. And you cannot be denied a marriage certificate there, right? Which is the point. You're paying double for a church wedding. You're paying the minister to marry you and for the court fee of the marriage license itself, right? By the way, gay people. And you can also start a gay church for Jesus Christ. See, Jesus came to make us one. There's neither Jew nor Gentile, bond nor free, male nor female, straight nor gay. Right? Again, black nor white, because you're all one in Christ Jesus. Right? He's kind of the firstborn of every creature, and he understands your feelings. Right? Satan, on the other hand, he's the one condemning your feelings and trying to make you feel bad about it. And when you start judging people falsely in your name, not God's name or Jesus' name, or Satan's name, which is the enemy of all life forms, that's when you get confused and stereotype people. But, if I felt gay, I would be comfortable coming out with that by now. But if I feel straight, you can't change that feeling in me either, any more than I'm trying to make a gay person feel straight. I know that don't work either. So that's what I mean too. Now, some of the issues go into uh, child molestation. Okay, well, I helped raise my sister until I joined the Navy when she was about 7.5 years old. Because I went in February and she would turn 8 uh, later on that year in the month she was born in, which is a few months later, right? But up till then, I helped raise her, I helped watch her, I helped babysit her, I helped change her diaper, right? Things like that, right? So, only way there might be an issue, right, with my stepdaughter is if she's acting unusual and she's in there with me anyway. And what I mean by that is if she's waking me up or if she's near the bathroom or I wake up with her in there with me, I'm only going to do certain behaviors with her like I would do with my sister, right? And none of it will be sexual. At all, at all. But, okay, say I pull down her underwear to help her go to the bathroom and she don't go to the bathroom, right? Well, then you have to see if she already peed. If she's right there, in there with you, you don't know if your ex-wife is asleep or awake. You're not trying to cause a situation between you, the girl, or the mom, right? But you're also not doing nothing that you know to be wrong, right? Now, only if she don't go to the bathroom would you have to see if maybe she peed, right? That's not the same as performing oral sex on her like you may have her mother, which she should know the difference between the two. Between seeing if someone peed or not. And the only way it would get weird is if she just kind of laid there after I seen if she peed. And then I would wonder what she wanted next if she's in there with me as well. So you might think logically, since she's half dressed, maybe she wants a bath with me. And maybe you would undress briefly yourself. But again, and then redress because you think better of that idea. And you're still not trying to have sex with her. You're trying to figure out what she needs. You're trying to meet her needs in an unexpected situation where she might be in there with you. That's all I'm trying to explain as a possible scenario that someone might misconstrue, but that would have to be either my ex-wife or someone who coached her, and then she came in there to me anyway. And that could even be her biological dad and her stepmom as well. I don't know. I don't know who this person is making it an issue between me and my stepdaughter, but it's kind of getting crazy out there. Now, another issue is how old is can a child lock a door? I don't know. Daphne wouldn't even lock the door, and like I said, now though, okay, simply locking the door is dangerous. What I'm talking about is if the mother's in there with the child, right? You know what I mean, too. Okay, a 2-year-old can open doors with the child lock on it, right? A 26-month-old can unlock and open the front door. Toddler can unlock and open sliding glass door at 21 months, right? So, like I said, I don't do this to make anyone any more or any less uncomfortable. And like I said, this is one of 3 possibilities, including she could have been in there with her mother all night, right? And the other one is she came in there fully and woke me up. It also could have been if I was there more than one night, she could have done it a couple times and I wouldn't make it an issue, right? Because one, you gotta ask her who showed her that. And she might be more related to something innocent like grandma than anything else anyway. And that's not a crime, what I'm talking about. Now, maybe someone can see it differently as something sexual when it's not, but sexuality and potty training are kind of related in is how you see it, right? The situation, right? One person might say, well, you're trying to have sex with her. The other person might say, no, I'm saying she needs to go to the bathroom, right? And the difference is not in your mindset, but mine. What am I trying to do with the child? Am I trying to help her go to the bathroom, right? And maybe take a bath in the second story? Or is she right there in my face and I'm kind of panicking trying to get her back to her mom, right? In the first story, right? Either one is not on me to be a pedophile or not, right? That don't make you a pedophile if the child's in there with you and not in there with her mom in both situations. But I am making it kind of questionable how you even know about it, right? Why are you so sure it happened? Only someone on base outside of me and my wife and the biological dad could know about it, right? If I didn't fall and was injured in the fall, but was injured by them on base, right? That brings another situation up. Was I attacked by my own sailors in the Navy? Because I'm different than them. Maybe I ran into some closeted gay members of the Navy who didn't know how to come out and attack me over it, right? Being straight. It's possible at that time, right? But do I hold all gay people responsible for what these few people did? No. Just the people responsible caused all that behavior. If they attacked me because I was feeling straight and not gay. Which that's the point too. I never felt attracted to men sexually, right? And I don't try to involve men in my sex life anyway. And even if I'm alone, I'm thinking of women, not men, right? So I've never had any inklings or feelings towards men sexually. Just, I can tell an attractive man from an unattractive man. I think Brad Pitt looks better than Joe Pesci like everyone else. But again, that's not to say that some women can't find Joe Pesci appealing either. If, again, he's into that. But, so what we do is we tend to stereotype people. So, now another thing that can make you prejudiced is in '93 I started hearing voices, and you might think I went a little batshit, but it was due to job related stress. And I'm trying to seek something to help me. Maybe I created the voice in my own mind, even, right, to deal with the stress. And pretending God was talking to me. mm-hmm. 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 Now, they're talking about something different, though, just locking a child's door to where they can't get in or out. Now, what I'm talking about is a child being able to lock the door themselves. Not unlock it either. That is my question. Because I asked both unlock or lock, right? I might should reverse that. Now, I know also gay people want to raise children, right? Like heterosexual people, I don't have a problem with that. But like you have to let the child feel how they feel about their sexuality when they get older as well. Usually, when you're a toddler or preteen, you don't really worry about all that until you get into a teenage years anyway, and then you got to figure out how you feel, right? And I respect that. Like, even last Bass explained how he was trying to date with the actress who played Topanga. He didn't really feel anything for her sexually, right? Which I understand that. But if she was to slow dance with me, I would respond to her in a way he didn't, but I don't condemn him for feeling that way. I understand what he means. He just didn't feel it for her, meaning that he felt gay. Which I respect that more than, him trying to bang her anyway. Some men would just try to bang her anyway. And you can really technically get it up for anyone, technically, right? But if you're sure you feel gay or you sure you're not attracted to women, that's more honest, right? Right. Than lying about it. Now, ever since I hit puberty, in fact, before I went to the fresh air home, like I told you before, and I got a hard on thinking about the female counselors who were about to bathe us. That was my first hard on thing experience. But again, that shows I was thinking of a woman, and not, you know, other boys. Right? It wasn't because of the boys, it was because I was thinking about, you know, them bathing me. But when I actually got into the bathtub, it didn't work. It kind of came up and wouldn't come back up. Maybe they were suppressing me too. I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe you can suppress me a little bit because one time I was trying to have sex with my now ex-wife and I couldn't get it up. But that was again because I was trying to do it while she was asleep or something. And again, she was not into it, and I kind of felt that, so I didn't force it. Right? I just eventually quit. But I was trying to have sex with you know what I mean, and I couldn't get it up. That could have been because you know she was like, "I'm tired, I don't want to do it again," and I was kind of feeling that from her too, right? So again, right? Um, so things like that might happen to you, right? If you're more sensitive to the female's attraction to you, either maybe the actress who played Topanga didn't feel it from him either. I don't know, right? And he felt more attracted to men than women, and as he grew up or grew into that, or grew into his real feelings about the subject, right? But that's not to say I'm here to tell him he's a bad person for feeling gay. But, you know, another point is could Amanda lock and unlock the door if um, Daphne locked it herself? I don't know, right? You know, whether she locked the door or whether she was um, in there with me really or not, right? But when someone brings up the subject, based on you saying, well, I was around the 4 year old, I could have listened but didn't, and taking that out of context, right? You're just saying, okay, I was around her, something might could have happened but never did or didn't. But that's only because you're more aware of it because of shows like SV on NBC, which was out for 5 years before I even said that, right? And I watch TV. I was on disability by 2000 in 99. In fact, the year the show came out. So it's not like even if I didn't watch it, I didn't see commercials for it and things like that on other networks. Right? That's not a crime either. All right. Well, I don't know what else I can tell you about the subject, but I'm not attracted to children either. Bye.